Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Ali LaForce. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Suggs out there with Knipple. And it's Cartwright in at the 5. And for the Pelicans, they've got King. Marks is out there with Barnes. And it's Peterson at the pivot spot, manning the middle. As we enter tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ, in this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise. So let's let this game be decided on the court.
And so, off the tip, it's New Orleans. There's the screen. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Now, here's Suggs. He's tightly guarded. Here's Jackson. Nails the baby hook.
You like the concentration there because Jackson got hit.
King, the pass to Flanders. Barnes, the screen. Launches it. Wells grabs the miss. Outside, Suggs, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And now let's swing it over to Ali LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Pelicans. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the two things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Clock at 6. Barnes screen on Suggs. King's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Knipple. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Now, here's Suggs. Not a lot of room. Peters grabs the miss. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Barnes outside. And the Pelicans miss again. Here's Wells. And a miss there on the triple. The Pelicans have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Flanders misses.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Pass to Jackson. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The Pelicans have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Marks. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis leading. Driving the lane. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Knipple. Jackson setting the pick here for Knipple. Drills the three-point. Knipple's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
King outside. Here's Peters. He's guarded by Cartwright. Peters passes to Flanders. Floats one, and the basket is good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Wells. Here's Suggs. He has yet to score. Over Marks. And that one is good from Suggs.
Oh, terrific move offensively from Suggs. He is locked in on that shot and finishes.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. And the Pelicans making a change here. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jaren Jackson.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now here's King. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Flanders. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
It's tipped. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Pass to Wells. And here's Jackson. Cartwright with a screen on Henderson. Jackson passes to Cartwright. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's King. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Knippel. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. And another basket for Memphis.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
King, the pass to Flanders. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. And here is Suggs. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Jackson. Out to the wing. Wells sets the pick for Knippel. Drains it from beyond the arc. Knippel's got 11.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Henderson, bounce pass. King against Suggs. King's shot is off. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Cartwright. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now it's a 10-point Memphis lead. New Orleans gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Flanders the pass to King. To halt the run. It doesn't go for him. Suggs with some nice defense. King with the steal. Pass to Peters. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
King, the pass to Peters, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Jackson following the score by New Orleans. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cartwright. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Now here's King, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Misses the three.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
The offensive rebound. Memphis moving it around. Here's Knipple. And it's King with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 8. Pass to Flanders. Here's Peters. Here's King to the middle. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Connect. Pippen is out there with Mitchell. And it's Cheney in at the center position. And that one's good. Singletary.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
King outside. Barnes outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here is Singletary. 9 points last game. Mitchell in the corner. Pippen sets a screen for Mitchell. Over Marks. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Marks passes to King, and he banks in the layup. King's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Pass to Henderson. Here's Blackman. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Blackman's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
To the inside. Here's Connect. Basket counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And then Henderson with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Singletary. Count it. He's got 7. New Orleans gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Marks.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Suggs passes to Singletary. Back to Suggs. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Here's King. 6 points for him. Here's Marks. Knipple with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And talking to Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Monday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We'll return shortly.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass.
And now let's take a moment. That'll do it for our show.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One of the stories here, Knipple getting it done today.